Alright, what's up? Welcome back to Food Delivery Stories. I'm your host, Mr. VAZ. So, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, do what you do, comment below. I like to get right into my shit, right? So, our food story, delivery story today is Instacart. I got this batch right here. Yep, $70.66. I was heading out. I took a break. I was just working for an oil change. So when you're watching this, I'm probably already got the oil change, but I went for lunch, and it's Labor Day weekend, so everybody's shopping for their stuff. So it's like I had some orders, but it wasn't too crazy, right? So I said I'll go back around 6:30 and make some things happen, right? Soon as I'm driving, I park in the parking lot, and not even what was it? It was like 10 minutes? It was 10 minutes. About 10 minutes, right? There was an order that popped up. It was $16.66 for a double order, double batch. It wasn't that many items, right? But one customer, I know that customer, and it was heading towards, I just didn't feel like driving over there, to be honest. So I said, let's see if they pair it with somebody else or they split them up so I can take the closest one. So they wound up putting them as a triple, but when I got it, when I accepted, it wasn't a triple. So that happens to me a lot, right? And I've been telling the company that. But anyway, so I took out the one customer. I only had 2 items. I didn't feel like driving over there. So it was initially a $75 order. Once I took the customer out, less than $5 they took away from it. And but it was a good order. So the order was a double. One was a regular customer, and one was a new customer I haven't shopped for. It was a total of 75 units. But the first customer, it wasn't, you hear 53 items, 75 units, you think it's a crazy order. It was not a crazy order at all. The first customer only had about 16 items, and the other customer was mostly produce and stuff like that. It was just an overall easy order, right? I accepted it at 6:43. I started shopping at 6:50, and I got, by the second dropped off already. It was 8:12. So I took it. It was pretty good. A little over an hour. So to get everything done, dropped off and everything. Now the reason why I say this is a delivery story is because I know people don't like dropping orders when they get triple or double batches, right? In my case, honestly, most of the time, they'll send me a single batch and I accept, and it turns to a double or a triple, or they send me a double batch and it turns to a triple. I don't know if they do that on purpose or it could be a glitch, but mine's been glitching a lot if it's a glitch. So drop the orders if you have to drop it. If I know my area, so I know the customers, so I know, if there's a double or triple order, I know, okay, this person tips this and this and this, and this person never does that. This person has an attitude. We all know the whole situation when it comes to your customers. You know how they are. So the whole point of this is pretty much think before you accept an order. That's number one, because if it wasn't for me saying, all right, I don't want to take that 1666, that double, because I don't want to drive to that second customer, let me wait it out. Sometimes it's okay to wait it out. I know it's slow out here. I usually jump the gun at lunch shift, but when I go back out for dinner, I'm very, I think about the situation. I said, they're going to pair this up or split them up, and that's what happened. So I would say when there's an easy order, or there's an order you're thinking about, man, I'll do it, but I kind of don't want to, that's a sign. Wait a few minutes. So my thing is patience, especially at dinner shift. Definitely wait a few minutes before you accept whatever offer you want to accept. In my case today, me saying, hold on, let me wait a second. Let me see if they turn this into a triple. Let's see if something else comes out of it. And it worked out. $70.66.